Welcome to Quiz Cues. This is exciting. Today I'm piloting a new quiz, the 5-3-1 challenge. Guess the answers to 30 general knowledge questions and score points, depending on how quickly you get it right. Guess correct. Before multiple choices appear, score 5 points. Guess correct out of 4, score 3 points. Guess correct out of 2, score 1 point. If I get over 100 scores in the comments by next week, I'll add a winner circle in the next quiz intro. So keep score, post it, and maybe you'll make it on the podium next week. If you like these quizzes and want to see more, please subscribe. It encourages me to continuously create new content for your enjoyment. Thank you. Are you ready? Let's go! Who is credited with inventing the first practical telephone? Thomas Edison, Alexander Graham Bell, Samuel Morse, Nikola Tesla. Alexander Graham Bell. The telephone was patented in 1876 after years of experiments with sound transmission. Bell's famous first successful call to his assistant Watson was made with liquid acid spilled from a battery. Which planet is closest to the Sun? Mercury, Earth, Venus, Mars. Mercury! Mercury completes an orbit in just 88 Earth days and experiences temperature swings from 800 degrees Fahrenheit during the day to minus 300 degrees Fahrenheit at night. Which country gifted the Statue of Liberty to the United States? United Kingdom, Germany, France, Italy. France. The statue was designed by French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, and its internal structure was engineered by Gustave Eiffel, who later built the famous Paris Tower. What is the longest river in the world? Nile, Amazon, Mississippi, Yangtze. Nile. While some recent surveys claim the Amazon stretches farther, the Nile traditionally wins because the Amazon's exact source is still disputed, whereas the Nile's roughly 4,135-mile length has been consistently measured for centuries. Who wrote Romeo and Juliet? Geoffrey Chaucer, John Milton, William Shakespeare, Charles Dickens. William Shakespeare. Shakespeare wrote the play around 1594 to 1596, and it has been adapted into over 100 film versions in languages ranging from English to Klingon. What is the chemical symbol for gold? Fe, Au, Pb, Ag. Au. The symbol Au comes from the Latin word aurum, meaning shining dawn, and the metal has been prized by civilizations for over 6,000 years. Which mountain is the tallest above sea level? Mount Kilimanjaro, Denali, Mount Everest, K2. Mount Everest. Everest stands at 29,032 feet above sea level, and it continues to grow roughly 4 millimeters every year due to tectonic plate movement. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Leonardo da Vinci, Raphael, Michelangelo, Vincent van Gogh. Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo carried the painting with him for years and never delivered it to the patron who commissioned it, keeping it in his studio until his death. What is the largest ocean on Earth? Atlantic, Arctic, Indian, Pacific. Pacific. The Pacific covers more than 63 million square miles, which is larger than all of Earth's landmass combined. Which country has the most natural lakes? Canada, Russia, United States, Australia. Canada. Canada is estimated to have over 2 million lakes, covering about 7.6% of the country's total surface area. Who discovered penicillin? Marie Curie, Jonas Salk, Alexander Fleming, Louis Pasteur. Alexander Fleming. Fleming discovered the mold's bacteria-killing properties by accident in 1928 when he returned from vacation to find a contaminated petri dish. What is the hardest natural substance on Earth? Granite, diamond, quartz, titanium. Diamond. Diamonds form under extreme pressure about 100 miles below Earth's surface and are brought to the surface by volcanic eruptions. What is the capital city of Australia? Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Canberra. Canberra was selected as a compromise between rivals Sydney and Melbourne, and its name comes from an Aboriginal word meaning meeting place. Which element has the atomic number 1? Hydrogen, helium, oxygen, carbon. Hydrogen makes up roughly 75% of all normal matter in the universe by mass, and fuels the nuclear reactions in stars like our sun. Who was the first person to reach the South Pole? Ernest Shackleton, Edmund Hillary, Roald Amundsen, Robert Falcon Scott. Roald Amundsen. Amundsen reached the pole on December 14, 1911, beating Scott's team by about 5 weeks, and Scott's entire party perished on the return journey. What is the largest desert in the world? Arabian, Gobi, Sahara, Antarctica. Antarctica. Antarctica receives less than 2 inches of precipitation annually, making it a polar desert larger than the Sahara, Gobi, and Arabian deserts combined. Which country is home to the Great Barrier Reef? Philippines, Australia, Indonesia, Brazil, Australia. The reef stretches over 1,400 miles and is so large it can be seen from space, though warming oceans have caused significant bleaching in recent decades. Who composed the Four Seasons? Antonio Vivaldi, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Ludwig van Beethoven, Johann Sebastian Bach. Antonio Vivaldi. Vivaldi composed the four violin concertos around 1720, and they were largely forgotten until a 20th century recording helped revive their popularity. What is the approximate speed of light in a vacuum? 50,000 kilometers per second, 1 million kilometers per second, 150,000 kilometers per second, 300,000 kilometers per second. (300,000 kilometers per second). Light travels fast enough to circle the Earth more than 7 times in a single second, and nothing with mass can reach this speed. Which organ is the largest in the human body? Liver, skin, heart, brain. Skin. The average adult carries about 8 pounds of skin, which completely replaces itself approximately every 27 days through natural shedding. Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize? Marie Curie, Amelia Earhart, Mother Teresa, Florence Nightingale. Marie Curie. Curie won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1903 and later won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1911, making her the only person to win Nobel Prizes in 2 different scientific fields. What is the most spoken language in the world by number of native speakers? Spanish, Hindi, Mandarin Chinese, English. Mandarin Chinese. Mandarin has roughly 920 million native speakers, followed by Spanish with about 475 million, though English has the most total speakers when including second language learners. Which country is credited with inventing paper? India, Greece, China, Egypt. China. The invention is credited to Kai Lun in 105 AD, though recent archaeological finds suggest paper may have been used in China even earlier. What is the deepest known point in Earth's oceans? Java Trench, Mariana Trench, Philippine Trench, Puerto Rico Trench. Mariana Trench. The deepest point, Challenger Deep, lies nearly 36,000 feet below the surface, and only about 20 people have ever visited it. Which gas do plants primarily absorb from the atmosphere for photosynthesis? Carbon dioxide, nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen. Carbon dioxide. Plants absorb carbon dioxide through tiny pores called stomata and release oxygen as a byproduct, producing roughly 70% of Earth's atmospheric oxygen. Who is traditionally credited as the author of the Odyssey? Virgil, Ovid, Homer, Sophocles. Homer. The epic poem was composed around the 8th century BCE and describes Odysseus's 10-year journey home after the Trojan War. What is the largest island in the world by area, excluding continental landmasses? New Guinea, Greenland, Madagascar, Borneo. Greenland. Greenland is an autonomous territory within the Kingdom of Denmark and is covered by an ice sheet that contains about 8% of Earth's fresh water. Which planet is farthest from the Sun? Neptune, Pluto, Uranus, Saturn. Neptune. Pluto held the title until 2006, when the International Astronomical Union reclassified it as a dwarf planet for failing to clear its orbital neighborhood of other debris, making Neptune the farthest known planet in our solar system. Who developed the theory of general relativity? Isaac Newton, Galileo Galilei, Albert Einstein, Stephen Hawking. Albert Einstein. Einstein published the theory in 1915, and it predicted the bending of starlight during a solar eclipse, which was confirmed by British astronomers in 1919. Who painted The Starry Night? Claude Monet, Paul Cézanne, Paul Gauguin, Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh. Van Gogh painted it in 1889 while staying at an asylum in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, and he considered it a failure during his lifetime. Don't forget to post your score for a chance to make it on the winner's podium next week. Thanks for playing the new 5-3-1 challenge. See you in the next game.